also took a cashmere one. I lost it on my way. Hello guys, I'm in the Bow coffee store in Barcelona. It's one of my favorites to work, so I'm with my laptop. I was editing some videos, and as I promised, now we're gonna go to Uniqlo store to see the collection and also to check what items to buy and what not to buy, our favorite, maybe some style combinations. So I hope it's gonna be interesting for you, and see you in a couple of minutes. The weather in Barcelona is amazing. Here is the Uniqlo store. It's very beautiful. Let's go inside. Right from the entrance, I can see that there are a lot of cashmere items on the tables. It seems that Uniqlo has made a large purchase this year. The quality versus price at Uniqlo is very good, so the only concern could be the fit or color or styling. These cashmere items are definitely worth buying, but be careful with colors. For cashmere, it's better to choose neutral colors. It's a bold and expensive material and it looks better when it's undyed. Bright colors can add a cheap look to this material. I saw on the website that people were complaining that turtlenecks were too loose. They're not too loose, it's just where fashion has gone in the last few years. Sorry about that. Personally, I prefer something a bit more chunky, but this isn't bad. It won't add much style to your outfit, but for this price the quality is good, and if you choose neutral colors, you'll be able to use it a lot in your wardrobe and stay warm. Let's check out the outwear. This one doesn't look bad, it's for men, but it doesn't really matter. You can buy whatever item you like, the gender doesn't change the style much. The only difference is when it's a fitted style and repeats the male body shape with more broad shoulders. Normally it's a slim fit, very basic, or is made for sports. This one also doesn't look bad. Please take the biggest size possible. However, it seems that this model can have small issues with the zip, so be careful when you're buying it. One of the most ever popular products at Uniqlo is an ultralight jacket. I'm going to talk more about it later. Here is the women's version of a long down coat. It has more color options. Ultralights again, I'm gonna talk about them later. This color is not bad. I think I'm gonna take it to the fitting room. It's still too slim and short to be fashion forward, but at least it doesn't seem to be that bad. They also have a hybrid version. It's even shorter. I prefer the previous one. I haven't found any trousers that I like yet. Let's see if there is something. The outer material of this down jacket makes it ultralight, and that's why it's not recommended as a separate outwear. This one I bought for Camino de Santiago. It's also ultralight, but at least it has much more volume and looks almost like a real jacket. I also took XXL. Can you notice that this look is very casual? Like for home, not for the street. It's because of the material, it's too loose and doesn't keep its own shape. That's what you need to look when buying puffer coats and jackets. The brand doesn't matter. A lot of times you can achieve this look just by taking several sizes bigger. The trendy shape now is a D shape. You can see that HEATTECH items are very thin, almost transparent. It's perfect for layering, but as I already mentioned, just for layering, because these kind of items won't look flattering by themselves. It's also better to take a crew neck, not a scoop neck. This waffle one is very cute. It looks much better, it has a very nice texture. I'm afraid the only color which is more or less okay here is an off-white one. The others I wouldn't recommend. Okay, let's go upstairs and see what do they have there. This is definitely not a normal store. Look at these mosaic windows and giant lamp. These señoras were choosing the jacket. Not a bad choice, I can tell, and complaining that it's too big. I couldn't help myself and tell them that it's not too big, that it has to be like that. Surprisingly, they listened to me and took a bigger size. Please, if you have this kind of thin sweaters or cardigans, at least don't style them together. It looks so sad. You need something more stiff on top. These thin and drapey materials can be used just as layers. Interesting, they have some prints here. Not the best ones, I can already tell, but I'm kind of curious to try and to see how they look like. These ones look very good, a fluffy, textured, chunky knit. If you find a bigger size, grab it, seems to be that online it's sold out. I really like this diamond quilting padded jacket. As you can see, Uniqlo also has a long version. They also have very nice colors. These dresses could be more flattering if they were longer. Also, I don't like the colors, they look washed out. These cardigans definitely look outdated. Now it's preferable to use other styles. This one is made of the same material, but the shape is much better. I also found the textured one, which looks cuter. Oof, and this is even worse than the long one. This kind of hanging lapels, closures, I don't know what to call it, gives you a very outdated and kind of a sloppy vibe. I took some items, so let's check them out. Unfortunately, I can't take a lot of them because it's a store. Today I'm wearing baggy jeans. I think that these jeans are the most that I wear now, and also there is a outerwear cardigan and a basic tank. So nothing special, but very comfortable to change if I need it. I took a cashmere sweater with me, but unfortunately I lost it on my way, so I just took a basic turtleneck that I found in the fitting room. I wouldn't recommend it. The material is too thin and drapey. If it's thin, it has to be a bit more stiff. If not, it doesn't look good. This one is almost transparent. For layering is okay, but even for layering you can find a better one. It's a merino wool, which is a nice material, but they could work on it a little bit more. If you're worried about the length of your neck, I wouldn't recommend it in general. If it's not an issue, don't buy the chunky ones with the giant loose neck. It has to keep its shape, and if you can, don't even roll it. Leave it as it is. As you can see, the styles that I would recommend are more textured, more dense fabrics, so the material keeps its shape. I took a coat that senoras were trying on. It's very light and comfortable. It's not something which is very fashion forward, for that it needs to be longer and wider, but a good variant for using in the car or walking with a dog. I also tried on these trousers. The shape is not bad, but the material is too thin. The long down jacket. I took XL and it's still too small. The positive things about it, it's very warm, it has a nice hood, the material is thick and it keeps its shape. I like the color, this kind of brownish purple, good for cold skin tones. Uniqlo also offers to fix your items. The prices are quite affordable. Here's the dress. It's nothing impressive. I can't say that the print looks very bold, but it's not the worst one. This kind of dresses is better to pair them with more formal boots, like ankle boots in white or beige, or brown color would be nice. With sneakers it looks too relaxed and country style inspired. I also took XL, so it looks a bit different. With the cardigan it looks even more casual. To fix it, use the boots I mentioned. And also the cardigan would be better in light color like white or beige. Unfortunately it wasn't available in the store, so I took this one. It's a very good cardigan though. For example, you can pair it with nice wide leg trousers or jeans. Very good quality and nice thick material. You can also tuck it inside or change the closure of two lower buttons to a crisscross. I'm not sure if this collection is available in the United States, but here Uniqlo launched a collection with Comptoir de Cantonnier. It's a typical French brand, also quite basic, not fashion forward, but with a playful twist. There are some interesting items like corduroy trousers, and their cashmere sweaters also look quite good. Coats, jackets and printed sweaters lack volume though. This coat has a nice color, but I wouldn't recommend spending 325 euros on it. It's kind of a typical classic French style. Better to watch some old French movies to see a real one. For example, this kind of item can add a cute girl twist, you know, like a preppy style, but not a modern polished look. I also can't comment on the quality, it seems quite good. And some pieces can work well, but you need to know how to style them with something a bit more modern. These tapered trousers are really good quality, made from wool. I like the pleats that they have. As I already mentioned before, your figure looks more hourglass, but if you buy them, I would suggest pairing them with something that has more volume on the top, because they are ankle length and styling them with the other items from this collection could be a bit boring and basic. A nice oversized blazer or tucked in shirt could be a good idea, and in this case they look better if they are a bit loose, not your size. If you like the French style vibe, go for a tomboy version like this one for example. Also it could be nice to pair it with taller ankle boots. Heels are not necessary. Jeans. I wouldn't recommend this model. If you want ripped ones, go for a wider version. Or take a bigger size and style it as a grungy look with a big flannel shirt and white tank top. Shirts. I can say that they look better now. They were too slim before, but the material is okay, not too thin. Even though these ones I would use more like layering. The belts are totally fine and functional. I wouldn't recommend buying the thin one because it can make you look bigger. This is interesting. It's not a typical Uniqlo item. I like the white sleeves with pleats and the hood is nice and the color. I don't like the length, but I could be surprised if I would. Look, this kind of length could be perfect. Because in this exact case, it looks like it's cut, but with slimmer trousers, not skinny, cropped flare or straight, and boots, it could look better. Because now, as you can see, I look like a ball and normally it's not a very desired shape. Please don't buy something like this skinny in the middle. Even the mannequin looks kind of plump in them. They seem to have too much elastin and also the wash is not very flattering. The light ones on the right are much better. Even in the picture you can see that the girl on the left looks the most stylish. Then the one at the right and the one in the middle doesn't bring much inspiration. The shirts also need more density. Fine for layering, soft and comfy, but if I would choose a checked shirt, I would choose the one which is thicker and has a more interesting material texture. These corduroy pieces have a very nice color, but unfortunately the material is also too thin and doesn't hold its shape well. The color is wrinkled because the material is not dense enough. Uniqlo and Marni's collaboration is very interesting and fun, but it can be difficult to style with basic items. These pieces can look great when paired with items from the same collection or something less basic. The green puffer jacket could be a statement piece, but a bigger size may be necessary, as the colors are quite bright. These brush trousers are amazing and warm. I also have a pair in grey. They can be worn with a blazer or an oversized coat and boots for an effortless chic look. The mannequin's color combination is not good. It's wearing a Marni collaboration with a basic grey coat. When choosing fluffy fleece, it's best to stick with natural colors, as fake fur looks better when it resembles real fur that can be found in nature. For example, these two colors are great choices. The ultralight down jackets from Uniqlo are great for wearing under other outerwear or for sports, but they're not meant to be worn as separate outerwear. The fit is ultra slim and light, so they should be worn under a coat or jacket to stay warm and comfortable. If you need something light to wear separately, choose a jacket that is much bigger and has its own shape. The diamond kilted ones can be worn as outerwear, but it's important to choose a bigger size. For example, look at this jacket I'm wearing over my cardigan. It's too tight and too short. Look at these sleeves. It doesn't add anything good to my style, but it could be a nice item to wear under a coat. I wouldn't choose this pink color though. Sorry about the light, I have the window on the back, so unfortunately it's not possible to change anything. You can compare a light down to these ones, which are considered normal outerwear. The fabric is much thicker and they keep their shape. It depends on what you want to achieve with your outfit, but I wouldn't recommend this shiny material as a separate wear. The quality seems to be even better than the other ultralight models and the shape is also better. So the volume is enough, but the material is still too thin. Anyways, it's a good option for running or trekking. This chunky cable knit sweater looks very nice. I love it. This type of knit looks perfect and keeps its shape. I would also choose a bigger size though, but that's the only comment I can give. The price is also more than affordable now. Look, this one even in the picture looks oversized, and on the website they're styling it underneath the coat. Lately Uniqlo has been making a lot of 3D knits. This particular one is okay, but later I'm gonna show you a model that you have to be careful with. Surprisingly, this skirt is very thick and heavy. It's a collaboration with Mame Kuroguchi, a Japanese brand, that's why. A classic wool coat. The labels and the material look good. Seems to be that this one is the best model, but it's also too short. I like Uniqlo's approach of based on customer reviews. It looks like this one is a good item. It's very soft, but it's not that thick. I can't imagine the previous version. Here they are, these 3D knits. It's not about the quality. The quality is even better and the item may be more comfortable because it doesn't have stitches. But unfortunately for some fabrics, this type of knit makes them unflattering. Basically, it makes you look heavier and bulkier. You can even see it in the picture. The model, who is definitely not on the bigger side, looks heavier than she does in real life. It's the same with reverse knitting. I would recommend avoiding it, especially if they have a round neck without any sleeve separation like this one. These tights are a very good option for winter. The must-haves are a black pair and a brown for lighter clothes. The other colors can be tricky to style. I would say that these sweaters are my favorite products for today. I really love the texture, the material, and even the shape. They're also on sale in the United States, so $19.90 for this kind of sweater is a great deal. Here they cost €34.90, which is also very reasonable. Okay guys, on this positive note, let's finish our Uniqlo review. I hope it was useful. Let me know in the comments what story view do you want to see next. Have a great day.